All right, still on page 215. Now I've gone down to numbers 2, 3, and 4. All right, think smarter. What if 30% of the volcanoes were in California? How many volcanoes would the geologists have visited in California and how many in Alaska? Well, the nice thing about this problem is 30% is exactly twice as much as 15%. So knowing that, if I think smarter, I don't have to do that bar graph again. I can say, okay, 30% is twice or 2 times bigger than 15%. So the number of volcanoes he visited in California would be twice as many. So he would visit 12 in California. And then to find out how many he visited in Alaska, I would just take that total, which again was 40, minus how many he visited in California. And if I do that math, I get 28 in Alaska. So that's what they mean by thinking smarter there. We don't have to do the whole bar graph again if we notice that 30% is twice as much as 15%. So I just needed to take the 6 volcanoes in California and multiply that by 2 to find out what 30% would be. All right, number 3, Ricardo has $25 to spend on school supplies. He spends 72% of the money on a backpack and the rest on a large binder. How much does he spend on the backpack? How much does he spend on the binder? All right, if we're making a bar graph, the whole thing would be $25. That would be our 100%. Okay. And then 72% would be how much he spends on the backpack. That's the number we don't know. And the rest would be how much he spends on the binder. Okay, so first we need to find out what 1% would be. So 1% of 25. All right, so I need to find 1% of 25, which is going to be 25 over 100, or 25 cents. Okay, so now that I know that 1% is 25 cents, now I just need to multiply that times 72. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Done with the 2, 0 placeholder. 7 times 5 is 35. 14 plus 3 is 17. And I have 2 numbers behind the decimal, 0 numbers, so I got to move my decimal over twice. It's going to go between the 8 and the 0, so 72% is going to be $18. And now I just subtract, and that will tell me the rest is $7. And the rest is going to be, what percent? 28%. So how much does he spend on the backpack? $18. How much does he spend on the binder? $7. All right, on to number 4. Kevin is hiking on a trail that is 4.2 miles long. So far, he's hiked 80% of the total distance. How many more miles does Kevin need to hike in order to complete the trail? So again, I can make a model. The entire thing is 4.2 miles long. That would represent 100%. Okay. And he's already gone 80 of that. whoops, 80%. And so we need to find that additional 20%. That's how much he has left to complete the trail. So first I need to find 1% of my total, 4.2. And that's just going to be 4.2 over 100, which means I need to move my decimal 2 places to the right. So that's going to be 0.042. So 1% is equal to 0.42. So now I need to multiply that times 80 to see how far he's already gone. So 80 times 0.042. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8 is 16. Done with the 2. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. Add that all up, we get 3360. Move my decimal over 3 places. So he's already traveled 3.36. How much more does he need? Well, now we need to do a little more math. I'm going to come up here to the top, right up here. You're using your scratch paper. So the total was 4.2 minus how far he's already gone. I can add a 0 placeholder. And now I just do my subtraction. So, how many more miles does Kevin have to hike in order to complete the trail? 0.84 miles. That's my final answer. All right, you can see you have a lot of work to show on these problems. Okay, so if I'm going to be showing you the work, I expect you to be showing me the work as well when you work out these problems. Okay, these are going to be very similar to your homework problems. So if you need to, you can come back to this video and check again how I did each problem. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.